What it is, what it was, and what it do. It's your girl Jackie from Hey Jackie Beauty, and welcome back to my channel. So today we are going over our last overview section for our hair basics series, and that is going to be treatments and oils. So if you guys want to know a little bit more about this topic, then keep on watching. Also, I want to make sure I give everyone a chance to subscribe and join the beauty club. Love to have you guys be part of the fam here. So make sure you hit the bell button so that you get notifications of when I upload. Also, you can find me on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. I am Hey Jackie Beauty on all those platforms. So feel free to DM me, comment, follow, like something, whatever. And I'll be sure to respond to you guys on those platforms. All right, now let's get on with this video. Alright, so as I said before, this hair basic is going to cover both treatments and oils. And again, for this topic, I have my notebook, so if I'm looking down, I am looking at my notes to make sure I get everything correct. As a reminder, please make sure to check the info box, whether it's during or after this video. I will make sure to link a few really good articles that I found as great sources for all this information, because your girl doesn't have a science degree. I just have experience with both my relaxed and natural hair, and I tend to Google a lot of things. So anyway, let's get on with this topic. All right, so let's start off with treatments. Now, for me, when I think of treatments for your hair, I think it's something that's more concentrated than a deep conditioner. So if we were to rank in its like intensity, I would say conditioners are kind of like at the top, being like not as intense, then deep conditioners, and then treatments. And because treatments are more intensive, usually they're meant to repair extensive damage that's done to the hair, whether it's from too much heat, too much manipulation, your hair's not holding on to moisture as well, or the protein bonds are broken, whether you have like colored or bleached your hair, relaxed it, any of those things, usually treatments are meant to fix like all the adverse effects from them. Also, too, typically for treatments, you're not meant to use them for an extended period of time repeatedly. So for example, the rapid repair ion treatment, which is similar to the Alpha-G two-step treatment, that one, I used that when I was relaxed, like repeatedly over an extended period of time, and that's when I got protein overload. And so just in that product, I don't think it's meant to be used like once a week for like months on end. And so with all these items, like some of them, like in their instructions will say you can use it twice a week. I would just say be careful and be aware of just how often you use it and how your hair feels after using it. Just in case, just because of my experience of what happened to me. And so typically with a lot of these treatments, you're gonna hear words like disulfide bonds, lipid barrier, and elasticity. So I'm gonna kind of go over those things to give you a little bit more information. So specifically when it comes to like the Olaplex or Plex treatments, because I know that Cream of Nature has one, they're meant to mostly repair the disulfide bonds in your hair. And so if you guys can follow me here, so your hair is made up of keratin, right? And in that keratin, it has the amino acid cysteine. And so that cysteine amino acid contains sulfur atoms, and when two sulfur atoms are bonding, that's the disulfide bond. And so when you are treating your hair chemically, whether it's like bleaching, relaxing, perming, that can cause damage to the disulfide bond, because that's manipulating the shape and the strength of your hair. And so the disulfide bonds basically is like where you get your hair shape and your hair strength. And so Plex treatments are meant to, specifically Olaplex, but in general the Plex treatments are meant to help repair the disulfide bonds. And if you want to know more in depth, like the whole science behind Olaplex, I have an article down below that I'll link specifically. It was really interesting and I really liked it. And then for the lipid barrier, this exists not only on your hair but on a multitude of tissues and organisms, and it's meant to minimize water loss. And so you can think of its function as being similar to emollients, and actually emollients are meant to help assist the lipid barrier. Especially if your hair, like if it's damaged, emollients are kind of meant to work alongside of it and help your hair contain its moisture. And last but not least, we have elasticity. Now, elasticity is the measure of how much the hair will stretch and return to its normal state without breaking. Now, the percentages it has here, I'm guessing it's for more curly hair types, curly to straight or wavy hair types, because here it says when wet, it's supposed to stretch 50% without breaking, and then when dry, it's supposed to stretch 20% without breaking. I have seen some insane shrinkage where like people's afros will be here, but their hair is like down their backs. So basically with the elasticity, what you want to pay attention to is the shape of your hair and the integrity of it. And so if you notice your hair is getting looser when it typically is more coily and curled, then maybe you're having an issue with elasticity. And so these 3 terms right here are not the only like issues or topics that treatments address. I just wanted to kind of like share their definitions and everything, since you might hear about it when you hear about these different treatments. And so for the examples that I have of some treatments that I've either heard of or have used, when it comes to dealing with the disulfide bonds, like I said before, you have Olaplex. And also too, Olaplex is not the only brand with this technology. You also have Cream of Nature that has this. And then you have the Weedon Meltdown Recovery, which is meant to address elasticity. And then you have the Mael Moisture RX Hawaiian Ginger Overnight Conditioner, as well as the Mane Choice Prickly Pear Paradise Overnight Mask. And these are both intensive moisture masks, because you typically do not want to have a conditioner, whether it's a regular one or a deep one, in your hair overnight. And then for great intensive protein treatments, Apogee 2-step protein treatment, as well as the Ion Rapid Repair Kit, which is very similar to the Apogee one. Alright, so now let's move on to oils. So the definition for oils is a greasy and or viscous liquid derived from plants, animals, or mineral sources that do not dissolve in water. Now, the big thing that I think people are starting to get it now, oil does not moisturize your hair. Water does. Oil is an emollient. Now, oils come in different molecular structures, and so the amount to which it can really like help out your hair and seal in that water changes depending on the oil. So I would say it's like very good to kind of do some research and trial and error with some oils and see what your hair likes and what your scalp likes. And also what's a cool thing about oils is that they don't only like contain, or they aren't only made of just this viscous liquid. A lot of oils contain fatty acids and vitamins, as well as a whole bunch of other great ingredients that are super beneficial for your hair. And so you can use them as pre-poos, you can use them once you're done washing your hair, like for scalp treatments, and you can use them for styling, not only to like give you shine, but also to really help with the health of your hair. So for me, in my experience, I use coconut oil a lot as a pre-shampoo when I was relaxed. And that's because the structure of coconut oil allows it to go past the initial layer, or the cuticle layer of the hair, and it allows it to then help seal in the moisture from within. And so it was super beneficial for my hair. I found that that was like one of my favorite things. Also on top of that, I do want to mention essential oils, because those are really great for your hair too, and they're usually included in oil serums and blends that you see these brands and companies coming out with, whether it's like rosemary or lavender or tea tree. I tend to really like tea tree because it's an antibacterial and antifungal, so it can really keep your scalp super clean and it feels nice. But the thing with tea tree oil is that you need to have it with a carrier oil. Don't be dumping that tea tree oil on your scalp. It will not feel good. So with essential oils, they're typically put in smaller containers because they are super potent. And so it takes hundreds of plants to kind of make a small bottle of tea tree oil. So it's super concentrated. So a few drops is honestly all you need. But they're all really great for the hair, have a multitude of functions, have a bunch of really great ingredients and vitamins and minerals and all those kind of things that really help with the health of your hair. And so with treatments and oils, even though they are not typically necessary for a weekly hair routine, I think that they are really great additions to any hair routine to deal with any adverse effects that may arise during your hair journey, because a hair journey is not always going to be roses and flowers. There's going to be some hiccups and mistakes and things that happen. And so it's just really great that these items exist to help fix some adverse effects that you may face. And so basically, treatments are really great in helping repair extensive damage to the hair. They are more concentrated forms of deep conditioners, and they aren't necessarily meant to be used weekly, even though that option is there if it's needed. And oils are really great emollients that can be used before, during, and after your hair routine that contain a ton of vitamins and minerals and fatty acids that can be super helpful for the health of your hair. Okay, so I think that's it. Thank you guys for watching this video. Let me know what some of your favorite treatments and oils are. I'm always looking to try new things, so definitely if there's something that I missed, write it down below and I'll make sure to comment back and forth with you guys. Thanks for liking, commenting, and subscribing, and I'll talk to you guys later. Much love. Bye.